What's good, y'all, man? We got full theory, man. Does Taco Bell actually wreck your stomach, man? And that's a fact though. It do. For me though, it do though, man. Every time you Taco Bell, and that's why I don't eat Taco Bell like that, cause every time you Taco Bell, some reason I'll be in the bathroom. You know what I mean? Like you when you eat that bit, folk, like it comes right here, and then you know when you get that little stomach feeling. You know what I mean? That's why I don't know how people talk about like every day, cause you know you got some people like that. You know what I mean? You got like me casually. We just you talk about like once in the you know what I'm saying? Wow, you know what I mean? Type shit. But yeah, me I can't talk about like that. I used to, but that fuck your stomach up. I don't know what they put in it. You know what I mean? I don't know what they do with the you know what I mean? The Taco Bell, the ingredients and shit, but. They fuck your stomach up though, no cap. But yeah, but we got another video, full theory, man. We about to explain, how it fuck your stomach, like how you keep going to the bathroom and shit, or whoop. So yeah, body right to it, man. If you like some of my channel, man, and yeah, let's get it.
Hello, internet. I've eaten Taco Bell nonstop for the. Excuse me.
Yeah, it make you gassy all day, for I ain't gonna lie. If you talk about, man, just know you want me to talk for a minute. I mean for a minute though, no cap. Yeah, facts, no cap.
Okay, I'm back, friends. So I've eaten nothing but Taco Bell for the. Sorry, hold on a sec.
That bad we're gonna be stumped up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do this from here today, okay? Friends, the all-important question I'm trying to answer today is, does Taco Bell cause you to,
That shit gonna make you, man, I'm telling you, I don't know what they put in that motherfucker, but they put something in that motherfucker and make you go to the bathroom like that. I know it's meat, you know what I'm saying, that's of course, but it's something else.
Hello, internet. Welcome to Food Theory, where after weeks of researching the topic, we are proud to announce that we can finally spell the word diarrhea correctly. Wait, what's that? You're telling me the British spell it with an O? Where's an O? Screw it, just throw some letters at the page and we'll call it a day. Friends, certain questions from the moment they're uttered are destined to become Food Theory episodes. How long could you survive locked in a grocery store? What is the Colonel's secret recipe? Is a hot dog a sandwich? And I'm proud to inform you that today we're tackling another one of the great food questions of our time. Does Taco Bell really cause you diarrhea? Because can't lie here, theorists, this one's been on my mind for a while. Not only has the theorist nation been clamoring for this episode, not only have I encountered countless Taco Bell diarrhea memes over the years.
I mean, it is you. I mean, shit. It's just I just shit a lot. You know what I mean? I don't even diarrhea, but I just be shitting a lot. You know what I mean? After Taco Bell. I ain't gonna lie.
I've been listening to people regurgitate this accusation against Taco Bell ever since I was a wee bitty Matty Patty. And once you've heard something repeated again and again and again your entire life, it's easy to just accept it as true, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it is true. So today I want to know, is Taco Bell's status as a top-tier diarrhea inducer actually justified? I mean, don't get me wrong, I've had more than my fair share of gastrointestinal flare-ups after making a late-night run to the border myself. But if I'm being completely honest, I've experienced similar queasiness after visiting other restaurants too. So is there something about Taco Bell's food specifically that gives people diarrhea? Or is Taco Bell just the patsy for a broader trend that pertains to fast food in general? So come along, theorists, because
other fast foods, they don't be giving you that feeling though. Nah, it do. I ain't gonna lie, it do. But not as Taco Bell do. You know what I'm saying? You eat Taco Bell, just know, maybe not tolerant. I give you top 2 hours to its side, you know what I mean, stomach side. You know what I mean, type shit, no cap.
We're gonna see what science has to say about Taco Bell's reputation being in the toilet. And fair warning, brace yourself to hear the word diarrhea a lot. Sorry, but when you do an episode on diarrhea, it has a way of bubbling up every so often. As a consolation, the first person to state the exact number of times the word diarrhea is used in this episode will get their PG-rated comment pinned. That's the number of times it's spoken, plus the number of times that the word appears on screen. So to begin, we gotta talk about normal poop. So meet the stool, otherwise known as feces, feces, poo-poo, or what's left after your intestines absorb nutrients and fluids from the food that you swallow. As the stool makes its way through your digestive tract, the small intestine secretes a bunch of water into it. This turns it into a more liquidy consistency that can more easily flow through your intestines. Later, that water is reabsorbed by the colon, also known as the large intestine. Or at least that's how it's supposed to work. See, diarrhea occurs when the colon, for whatever reason, is unable to reabsorb that appropriate amount of water.
That's something new right here. Shit, you know what I mean? When you went to school, you know, no look, I ain't know this shit. But it's on me, I know diarrhea, but I don't know. Yeah, like the behind the scenes of it.
From the stool. When the correct amount of water gets absorbed, a person's solid waste comes out solid. Or as my little 3-year-old says, lumpy poops. But if not enough water gets absorbed out, the stool exits the body with a loose, runny consistency. And by now I think we're all familiar with the term for that, diarrhea.
Oh, yeah.
Now, there are a number of reasons why the right amount of water might not get reabsorbed, but they all pretty much fall.
I was about to say something, but nah, I'm good.
Into one of two categories: osmotic diarrhea and secretory diarrhea. Osmotic diarrhea occurs when the water in your colon has so many non-water particles mixed into it that the particles prevent the water from being reabsorbed the way they should. Secretory diarrhea, on the other hand, occurs when the small intestine is stimulated to secrete more water than necessary, which makes it impossible for the colon to reabsorb enough. And if you're wondering how I know all of this, these are the videos that I've been watching for the past week.
Therefore, a lactase is called a disaccharidase, which
it's cool shit. Okay.
it does exactly as to what the name implies, which is to break down your disaccharide.
So, yeah.
Which one is it when we consume milk or dairy? Lactose.
You ever been in that part of YouTube? It is a scary, scary place with way too many green-screened PowerPoint presentations. Now, if you've ever had diarrhea when you were sick, then you know that infection is one thing that can cause it. But for today's purposes, we're gonna focus on non-infectious diarrhea brought on by food that's generally considered safe to eat. Harvard Medical School acknowledges that there are 7 different types of food that can prevent water reabsorption and cause diarrhea. And spoiler alert, Taco Bell's menu is basically an homage to all 7. First on the list, sugar, more specifically fructose. When a person overconsumes fructose, the body is unable to absorb all of it in the small intestine. This means that some of the fructose makes its way to the colon, where it's fermented by bacteria and causes bloating and osmotic diarrhea. So then, where do you find fructose? Well, fructose is found naturally in fruit, but looking at Taco Bell's menu,
ain't no fruit.
You ain't finding any fruit on that puppy. No, what's pertinent to our discussion today is the fact that fructose is added to soda. Oh, and by the way, sugar substitutes and sweeteners can cause diarrhea too in a lot of the same ways, so us Diet Cola guzzlers aren't in the clear either. And get this, in excess, soda's caffeine content can also be a contributing factor. As a stimulant, caffeine increases bowel movements, which boosts the speed at which the stool travels.
That's why I like watching videos, because some shit I don't be knowing about. Nah, I know, you know what I mean? You learn something new every day, so yeah, no cap.
Through your intestines. Yeah, good job! Plus, caffeine stimulates the small intestine to secrete more water into the stool. So basically, if you ingest too much caffeine, your colon is forced to absorb more water in less time. And if your colon isn't up to the task, well, you might find yourself saying ka-chow as you race Lightning McQueen style to the nearest bathroom. So right off the bat, we see that this is pretty damning for Taco Bell. Its sodas alone are enough to cause diarrhea, and we haven't even started talking about the actual food. And that's more bad news for Taco Bell, because the next diarrhea causers on our list are fried and fatty foods. Now, to the surprise of absolutely no one, Taco Bell has more than a few items on its menu that fit the bill. The USDA dietary guidelines currently recommend that no more than 10% of your daily calories come from saturated fats. For people on a 2,000 calorie per day diet, that translates to no more than 22 grams of saturated fats a day. According to the nutritional info on Taco Bell's own site, there are 27 individual items on the menu with 10 grams of saturated fat or more. Keep in mind, that's just talking about individual items. If you're like me and you get a combo, maybe an extra item from the value menu, you can easily max out your daily recommended saturated fat intake on a simple trip through the drive-thru. And if you're among the millions of people who have difficulty digesting dairy products due to lactose malabsorption, or have difficulty digesting wheat, rye, and barley,
I don't eat like that in Taco Bell anyway. I always get the combo and that's it, really. You know what I mean? Or I buy with some extra nacho fries, but pretty much that's it. I don't get that much.
Products due to celiac disease, a Mexican-inspired menu like Taco Bell's is an absolute minefield. Everywhere you look, there's cheese and there's tortillas. For those individuals, gluten and lactose can trigger osmotic diarrhea. And before you start firing off comments under the video, despite your suspicions, Taco Bell's cheese is actually a dairy product, and it does contain...
I mean, of course it's dairy product. Yeah, they do got a lot of cheese. That's why you be going to the, to the Yeah, no cap.
Lactose. I know, I was also suspicious of the orange glowing.
You could, you know.
Okay, so at this point you might be saying to yourself, whoa there, Matt Pat, let's tap the brakes there, pal. Sure, soda and cheese and fatty foods and whatnot are all over Taco Bell's menu, but how's that any different from most other fast food restaurants out there? After all, a cheeseburger and a fountain drink from any one of Taco Bell's competitors has basically the same ingredients in there too. And you know what? I'm there with you, friendo. Pretty much any fast food out there is a threat to give you a run.
Of course it's fast food, but I mean, everybody got damn near the same, you know, or not same, different ingredients though. No cap.
Partake on a regular basis. But remember, there were 7 different types of food that cause diarrhea, and up till now we've only covered 5. The last 2 are what really set Taco Bell apart. 6th on our list, FODMAPs, or fermentable oligosaccharides, disaccharides, monosaccharides, and polyoils.
Damn.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with FODMAPs for
that. What? I don't know what FODMAP is. FODMAPs. The fuck?
This one, thanks. FODMAPs are a classification of short-chain carbohydrates that the small intestine absorbs poorly.
Do y'all know what FODMAPs is? I mean, he showed us, but you know, do y'all know before y'all, you know, before he, you know, showed us the definition? Like, you know, let me know in the comment down below. Let me know in the comment down below, though. No cap.
Because so many of these carbs are left free floating in the watery stool that moves along through the colon, that water becomes difficult to reabsorb, which causes osmotic diarrhea. Now, if that sounds a bit like deja vu, you're not wrong. Fructose, which we talked about earlier, is technically a FODMAP. Wheat products, also FODMAPs. But FODMAPs get their own bullet point on the old diarrhea list because the term encompasses a whole lot of foods. Now, certain FODMAPs, like artichoke and split pea, almost never get featured on fast food menus. Other FODMAPs, like onions and avocado, land guest star roles in a handful of menu items, but beans are the FODMAP that truly make
beans are tearing my ass up. Beans be tearing my ass up. No cap. Every time you eat beans, can't eat beans like that, man. Like that shit be tearing me up. No cap. Let me know y'all can eat beans like that, man. I can once in a while. I gotta slow down on them motherfuckers. Cause every time you eat beans, man, I start gassing up. No cap. I be gassy. Let me know if y'all be gassy too. Let me know in the comment below. But I be in that motherfucker. Yeah, no cap.
Taco Bell stand out from its burger serving competitors. After all, beans aren't just a topping or an afterthought on the Taco Bell menu. Beans are the basis of many Taco Bell menu items. From the bean burrito to the black bean crunch wrap supreme to the power menu bowl to the Baja diarrhea butt blast. Okay, I admit I made one of those up. And yes, it was the black bean crunch wrap.
I never heard that.
Supreme. And the final item on that diarrhea list is laser specific to Taco Bell. Spicy food. Sure, other fast food restaurants have spicy items scattered throughout the menu, but none of the other major players include a fistful of hot sauce packets served with every meal. We've talked in depth about capsaicin in past food theory episodes, but one thing that we didn't get into is how capsaicin, the molecule that gives spice to peppers, can irritate your stomach lining and cause, say it with me, diarrhea. See, the pain receptors that sense pain, or spice, in your mouth are called TRPV1 receptors, and the capsaicin molecule binds to them. But TRPV1 receptors aren't only located in your mouth. As anyone who's ever had a particularly spicy burrito can attest, those pain receptors are located all the way through the digestive tract, from the very beginning to the fiery hot end. So when the TRPV1 receptors in your intestines start getting activated by spicy food, they tell your intestines to move that painful stool along faster as a defense mechanism. This means that your Crunchwrap Supreme zips through your colon faster than usual, which means there's not enough time to reabsorb the water from the stool before it bursts.
I did not know that. I did not know that, man.
Forth your body like some kind of Diablo sauce lava geyser. So, are the Taco Bell diarrhea memes justified? Well, the science tells us Taco Bell is a perfect 7 for 7 when it comes to our diarrhea-inducing checklist. You could even...
Damn, 7 for 7. They perfect. they fit the description.
Say that Taco Bell not only runs to the border, it runs in a lot of places. My go-to Taco Bell order, the medium burrito.
That's why a lot of people can eat that bitch. I don't know how people eat that bitch daily though. If I can eat that bitch, bro, I just ain't 877. Eating that bitch, boy, you might shit. No cap.
Cream combo has it all in spades. Sugar, caffeine, fried and fatty foods, lactose, gluten, FODMAPs, spicy food. So what does this mean for our fast food diarrhea tier list? It means that of the top 20 largest fast food chains worldwide, Taco Bell, with its intentionally spicy, loosely Mexican-inspired cuisine, is indeed a league of its own. Yes, theorists, after careful consideration, I'm putting Taco Bell alone at S tier. And every other restaurant with high fructose items on the menu.
I think that's the only food place that they give you that, you know what I'm saying, the taller. Other than that, everybody's good.
You can go ahead and cram themselves into the A tier. Now, to be fair, it is possible to get a meal at Taco Bell without putting yourself at severe risk of diarrhea. You just have to be real deliberate about what you order. Of the combos offered at my local Taco Bell, the 3 taco combo carries probably the lowest risk of giving you diarrhea. There are no beans, and if you go with chicken, you wind up with only, and yes, I am putting air quotes around that word, only 7.5 grams of saturated fat for the entire meal. If you order a water instead of a soda, lay off the hot sauce and brush off some of the cheese sprinkled on top, then congratulations, you've effectively sidestepped most of the diarrhea checklist. Now, I gotta admit, I'm pretty satisfied with what science says about Taco Bell and diarrhea, but I'm not fully satisfied. That's right, I'm not ready to call it a crunch wrap on today's episode. What I want you guys to know is that I'm currently preparing myself mentally and physically for a follow-up episode where I put Taco Bell and its fast food competitors to the test in real life. I'm also curious to compare Taco Bell's diarrhea-ness against the diarrhea-ness of actual traditional Mexican cuisine. Given that soda's a huge factor, Mexican Coca-Cola, anyone? Before I can actually do that episode, though, I need to get my personal and work calendars situated in case I go down for the count for a few days, or weeks, or months. Anyway, if the Taco Bell Border Blast
nah, look at me bang a video, he do that shit, I ain't gonna lie.
Challenge sounds like the kind of torture you want to see me put myself through, let me know down in the comments. Not 100% sure that's what I want to call it either, so I'm accepting suggestions down in the comments too. Man, there are a lot of
better name Taco Bell toddler stress test.
prompts in this episode, huh? Food theory lurkers, this is your chance to step out into the light and make your voice get heard. And that potential episode's not even the biggest news I have for you today, theorists. Oh no, not by a long shot. Friends, it gives me tremendous satisfaction to announce the sponsor of today's episode, Grubhub.
I'm dead. We all get that. We all get that.
Watching. Theorists, click the link in my description to order your local favorites and test the Grubhub guarantee for yourself. And as always, remember, it's all just a theory. A food theory. Bon appetit.
Oh, food theory. But yeah though, hey, let me know Taco Bell give you this shit. You know what I mean? Let me know Taco Bell give you this shit. Do you gotta go to the bathroom to eat that bitch? You know what I'm saying? Or let me know you don't. Let me know in the comment below. Let me know everything in the comment down below. But yeah though, man, I might get Taco Bell right now. Nah, it's fine. I ain't getting Taco Bell. After hearing that shit, I might not eat Taco Bell no more. Let me stop lying. You know I am. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, I'm out y'all, man. Food theory, man. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be, you know, he be going crazy on these videos, man. And yeah, I can't wait, you know, I can't wait to see that video. He, you know, he gonna do taste. Hello, man. Gonna do a taste test and shit like that, man. So yeah, I'm out y'all, man. Yeah, peace.